Well, hello everybody. I'm Rick, and I'm here to tell you a real quick version of my God story. I'm now 50 years old, and I met the Lord back on November 10th, 1981. And it was like that Robert Frost story. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. But I grew up believing in God because I had a Christian mom and dad that were continually praying for me. But Jesus to me, until I met him face to face and I got born again, was like a historical figure, like Napoleon or Abraham Lincoln or George Washington, somebody like that. I knew about the man, but I didn't realize that he came up from the grave like it takes faith to believe. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. I came home. Me and my brother and my friends used to go out to the desert a lot and race motorcycles. And my friend's truck had broke down, and I was supposed to be out of town, and I came home unexpectedly, and I'd caught my roommate and coworker, who I carpooled into work every day, in bed with my fiance at the time. So that devastated me. So I grabbed my keys, and I wasn't really mad at them. I was hurt by them. I was more mad at myself, I think, and just drove around for about half an hour and ended up in the Norm's restaurant of all places because it was about the only place open. So now it was about 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was sitting at the coffee bar all by myself, and I was really depressed to the point I was contemplating suicide, and I was sitting there. I remember thinking how I was going to take my life, but God had other plans, and I believe He answered my mom and dad's prayer that night by sending a man to me. Might have been an angel in human form. But he sat next to me at the counter at Norm's restaurant at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was kind of offended at first, and I remember thinking I almost got up and moved because he was invading my space. I was busy having a pity party and just hurting and not wanting to go on. I just wanted to end it all. But he ended up being a youth minister. I remember him telling me that because he started talking to the waitress, he started talking to the cooks, and he was actually a very friendly, personable person. So I kind of warmed up to him, and he was sitting there talking to me, and he kind of explained the Bible and who Jesus is and that he came up from the grave. And he wasn't able to help me in my dilemma and my hurt and pain, but Jesus can. And he asked if I wanted to meet him, and that he knocks on our heart's door, and I opened my heart's door, and Jesus came in through his Holy Spirit. And I met Jesus face to face right then and there in that Norm's restaurant, and my life changed in an instant. And I walked in that Norm's restaurant just sulking and crying and depressed, but I walked out on cloud nine, and quite literally, I don't remember my feet touching the floor. I was so elated, and I forgave them, and now I'm a born-again Christian. I'm proud of it, and Jesus is in my heart, and I know it. And that's all I got. Done. Is this where you say cut?